Good evening, Dylan. How you doing?
Doing all right, my friend. I'm doing all right. It's another beautiful night in the state of Oklahoma under the lights. I can't say Friday night because it's a Thursday night game, but it's always a pleasure to be back on the mic with you, my brother, and I cannot wait to get this one going.
Tonight's Thursday night high school football pregame show sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony. SSM Health Hospitals are proud sponsors of Oklahoma City Public School broadcast. And sometimes after a hard-fought game, players need the services of a sports medicine specialist. SSM Health Hospitals have a great team of providers that help them recover from their injuries and get back in the game quickly. Let's take a quick look at each team tonight, starting with the home team, the Classen SAS Comets. They're 3-3 on the season, and they're looking to get above 500 tonight here at Moses F. Miller Stadium. Dylan, what can you tell me about the Classen SAS Comets?
Well, they have talent. There's no doubt about that. They got two really good receivers who I'm a big fan of. Elijah Green, he's a Tulsa commit, and then you got Aaron Underwood. He's also another guy getting some D1 attention. I love what those guys can do. It's just a matter of getting them the football in open space and allowing them to do what they do best, and that's get to the end zone.
I love what Travis Burdine has done with this program in year number one. He's really established a winning culture. He's changed literally everything in the locker room. And, you know, this Classen SAS is known for their scholastic ability. They're high IQ, classroom-driven kids, but they've really made a focus towards the athletics. And I've just been really impressed with what the Comets have done here recently on the football field and in several other sports. But when I look at this football team of Classen SAS, they're led by their quarterback, Carlos Hardiman, who does a really good job of just distributing the football, and he's got playmakers left and right. And you mentioned Aaron Underwood and Elijah Green, who are two big-time targets for Carlos Hardiman, but you also got to mention a few other players. Mason Fletcher, he'll play a little bit of running back. He'll play a little bit of wide receiver. You've also got Emeka Egwego, the sophomore wide receiver, number 4. He's pretty talented when it comes to being a skill position player for Class SAS. He's pretty impressive as well. So defensively, I look for T.J. McNeely, number 24. He had a really good week last week and does a really good job of kind of pressuring that quarterback.
Yeah, he does indeed. He is just a menace on that defensive line for the Classen SAS Comets, and we said his name and number plenty of times last week, and he's going to be one of those guys that has to step up big tonight because Blanchard loves to throw the football. So if T.J. McNeely can perform at a high level like we've seen him do and pressure the quarterback and get sacks and just wreak havoc, I think they're going to have a good night on defense, and he's the leader of it.
Now they're going to really do what they can to limit the pass opportunities by the Blanchard Lions, who are 5-1 on the season so far. They're a really talented team in Class 4A, and they're having a really good year of football. And there's no shortage of skill position players on the Blanchard Lions. What can you tell us about them?
Well, it all starts with their quarterback. He's the senior leader. He is coming off a huge junior campaign where he threw for over 2,000 passing yards. So it's very clear and obvious that he wants to sling the ball and he wants to get it downfield because he has multiple receivers to get the ball out to. And, I mean, he wants to finish his senior year with the goal ball in his hands. They're ranked number 3 in Class 4A, and their only loss on the season is to a 5A team, which is the Piedmont Wildcats, and they're also good. We covered them early on in the season, so it's very impressive what Blanchard has done so far, and they have some big goals on their eyes at the end of the season.
Their head coach is Jeff Craig, and he has done wonders with this football team this year. A lot of leadership type players that really care about this football program and want to lead them to victory. And they're going to try and do that over Classen SAS tonight, but it's not going to be easy. And I'm excited to get this game underway here shortly. I know the captains just met out on the field, so we're waiting for both teams to run out. And as we speak, we've got the Blanchard Lions coming out onto the field first, followed by the Classen SAS Comets, who are in the sweet black uniforms tonight, yellow pants, blue helmets. I really like the ensemble by Classen SAS. We'll get them on the screen here shortly. And feel free to comment and, make comments, ask questions. We'll be looking over the stream here very, very closely throughout the game, and we'll answer any kind of questions that you may have about the game or maybe a specific call or player. This entire broadcast is being sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated. Also sponsoring this broadcast is First Security Bank, Pollard Funeral Home, Geronimo's Bakery, Love's Student of the Month, Big O's Pork and Dreams Barbecue, State Farm Agent Chuck Davis, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. And again, we appreciate you tuning into PPBC TV for the Thursday night broadcast between Classen SAS and the Blanchard Lions here tonight at Moses F. Miller Stadium. Again, I'm Jay Swick. To my left is Dylan Tribble, and we're about to get this game underway. I'm not sure who won the toss. That was right there in the middle of our pregame show. But it looks like the Blanchard Lions will receive the ball first. And I've always been a kind of a fan of that strategy, because if you are the kicking team, that means you're going to get the ball at halftime.
Yep.
And if you can make a solid stop on the first possession of the game, get the ball back, then the momentum shifts your way a little bit.
You're
in control,
does.
And then you get the ball at halftime, which is a luxury.
Yeah, you always want to set the tone the first possession of the football game, whether you're on offense or defense. You want to get out there, set the tone, make your presence known, and just come off to a good start. Nobody wants to start slow. You want to do your best to start fast and fly around.
Back to return the kick for the Blanchard Lions. You've got Brayson Carter, number 1, and then number 2, Hudson Perriman back there as well. I'm sorry, you've also got Corrick Pierce, the junior wide receiver. And here is the kind of an onside kick, and almost recovered, had a really good shot, but it took one bounce inbounds, then bounced outside. Out of bounds. So it's going to be really good field position for the Blanchard Lions, and they're going to have their first shot to put some points on the board. But really close.
Very, very close to coming up with that surprise onside kick. 23, Juwan House, he was right there but just couldn't get it before it bounced out of bounds. So now the Blanchard Lions are starting out with great field position, and we'll see what they can cook up on this first possession.
Yep, they're going to start out at their own 46, first down and 10. Shotgun formation, 4 receivers split, 3 to the right side, 1 to the left. Got 1 running back to the right of the quarterback. Ball is snapped. He's going to throw a quick wide receiver screen, burst up field, gets a solid 9 yards before he's brought down. It was well blocked by the other wide receivers who were lined up to the right, and he just found some daylight and was able to execute. Now, Classen did a really good job of tackling the wide receiver one-on-one there in space, which is difficult to do. Second down and 2. Shotgun formation. Ball is snapped. Quick bubble screen dropped by number 1, Brayson Carter. Tried to hit him in space, but he thought about running before he secured the ball. So it's going to be third down and 2. And they're already in Classen SAS territory, but not by much. They're lined up at the 47-yard line. All right, shotgun formation, third and 2. And they get Classen SAS defensive line to jump off sides. Tough cadence right there, and that's exactly what they were trying to do. That's penalty number 1 on the game. Penalties have been an issue.
They really
in the
have.
past few games that we've broadcasted.
Yeah, the D-tackle Blade McIntosh got a little too excited and just gave a free set of downs to the Blanchard Lions, so now they're even deeper in Comet territory. And they've started off pretty quick. 2 passes to go to start the game.
First and 10, ball is snapped. Running back draw right up the middle and gets 10 yards pretty quickly. Needed 10. I think he got 11. He's going to be tackled right around the 30-yard line, so they only have 30 more yards to go. Blanchard is in control on this first possession of the game and seemed to be moving the ball pretty easily.
Yep, that was number 20, Mikhail Howe, right up the gut for the Blanchard Lions. Another first down. They're moving the football really well right now.
Number 6, Carson Cooksey's the quarterback, and he's got one man in motion. Gets the snap, fakes the handoff, throws over the middle to number 2, who has some more yards, gets 10 yards, and gets tackled really close to the 10-yard line. And that was actually about 15-yard gain, pass and catch by Blanchard, and that is another first down at 10.
Yes, indeed it is. That's one of Cooksey's favorite targets, the big tight end. He's 6'4", Hudson Perriman with that first down catch.
Got twin receivers to the left, one receiver to the right. Ball is snapped, hands it off to number 20, cuts upfield, bursts, gets to the 5, and he's in the end zone. He just had to run through a lot of traffic to get it done, but he did. Touchdown, Blanchard Lions. They're up 6-0, and they'll try and make it 7 pending an extra point, but well-executed running play right up the gut.
No doubt about it. The tail of the take on that run was the yak, the yards after contact. Howell went through the hole. He got hit a few times, broke the tackles, and found his way into the end zone.
Waiting on the snap for the extra point here. We've got a flag. Could be a false start, could be an encroachment. We'll see what the call here is momentarily.
It's a false start. What is it with false starts on field goal attempts? We saw tons of them last week.
I don't know what the issue is.
It's uncharacteristic, and it doesn't make much sense. But here we are, a false start on the Blanchard Lions.
That's the first penalty for them, and that will back it up and make the extra point kick just a little bit longer. Here's the snap. Kick is no good.
I think somebody got a hand on it for Classen SAS. You could tell by the change of direction that it got deflected by somebody's hand. So here we are, the score 6-0, Blanchard on top. They came out and executed that drive really well.
Yeah, we've noticed on the scoreboard they've credited the Classen SAS for 6 points, but that's not the case.
That is not the case whatsoever.
No extra point is no good, so 6-0 start for the Blanchard Lions, and now Classen SAS is going to send their kick return team out onto the field and see if they can have a big special play or a special teams play here right now. Got Elijah Green lined up at the 20.
Number 10, Lonnie Rogers, is the guy that's lined up the deepest for this kickoff. We'll see if Blanchard actually kicks it deep or hits him with the pooch kick or a surprise onside. You just never know.
You've got Aaron Underwood on the far right there as well. So 3 really athletic kick returners for Classen SAS. We'll see if they get the ball here. Here's the kick. And Underwood's going to get it at the 15. He's got the 20, 25. Fighting through traffic. Gets tackled right at the 30, so it's going to be first down and 10 for the Classen SAS Comets. All right, Carlos Hardiman is the quarterback, number 1. He's the general, the ball distributor, the facilitator. He's got a really strong arm on him.
I'd like to see him use it. Last week they really tried to stick with the running game, but this kid can sling it, and he has weapons on the outside, so I really want to see them spread the ball around.
He just needs a little bit of time, and
yes,
sometimes you'll run into a defense, kind of like Blanchard's, that can do a really good job of rushing the passer. We'll see how they combat that here momentarily. First down and 10, one man in motion, 3 receivers to the right. Ball is snapped, option to the left. It's actually to Elijah Green. He was lined up at quarterback, and that's basically a wildcat formation. So he just got the snap in the shotgun position and ran far left to try and find some room, but there was none.
No room to work. I really want to call that the wild comet formation with Elijah Green lined up at quarterback.
That's appropriate, Dylan. I think we can do that.
One could argue that. However, no room to work with, so now it's second and long to go for the Comets.
Boy, Blanchard's defensive line and their outside linebackers got to that short side of the field real quick. There wasn't much real estate. They kept contained. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 once again.
They're still in the wild comet formation.
And he's going to run the same play to the right side, bursts up field, and then he's going to be tackled. I don't think there's much of a gain there either for the Classen SAS Comets. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, they tried to go to the wide side of the field, but like you mentioned earlier, those linebackers for Blanchard are flying side to side, and they were all over that once again. So here we are, 3rd and 10 to go for the Comets.
Well, this Lion defense is very disciplined, and they find the football quickly, and they get there quick.
There's a reason they've only lost 1 game this season.
All right, so bunch formation to the left of the quarterback, who's basically in the shotgun position. 3 running backs to his side, and he's going to get it and run to his left. Cuts up field. Can't get anything going there either, and that's going to bring up 4th and long for the Classen SAS Comets. And they're going to have to punt the football here.
Tried to stick with the run on that whole possession. Elijah Green was the quarterback the whole time. I like the mindset, trying to get the ball in your best player's hands, but Blanchard was not having any of it.
They're going to credit him for getting 2 yards. And you've got Aaron Underwood in as the punter. He's going to get it, and he's going to run it. And he gets no real estate, and Blanchard just gets to him very quickly, and they call the play dead, and that's a turnover on downs by the Classen SAS Comets. I was surprised he took off running to the right. I was just assuming he was going to punt there on that play.
Yeah, I mean, we saw him do some fake punts last week, and here we are again. I thought they might make him respect it and kind of fake the fake punt, but he went for it. And Reagan Palmer, number 9, and Blake Woods, number 62 for Blanchard, they were not fooled whatsoever, so Blanchard has the football once again.
A great field position here, too. Here's the quarterback, drops, got all day, throws over the middle, complete, tackled right around the 11-yard line to that tight end, Hudson Perriman. Really good throw by Carson Cooksey.
No doubt about it. Like Scott Van Pelt always says, the tight end is always open, Swick. There he is once again, the 6'4" tight end, Perriman. He's a monster.
Well, he went through his progressions rather easily, didn't receive much pressure at all. That's going to have to be an adjustment made by the Classen SAS Comets at some point. Shotgun position, hands off to the running back, right up, gets to the 5, the 2, the 1, touchdown Blanchard. The Lions have scored again, scores 12-0. We'll see if they go for 2 to try and get to that 14 mark, or if they'll just bring in their extra point team and try and successfully kick an extra point here right now. We'll see here momentarily.
Nothing fancy about that play. Another run right up the gut, resulting in a touchdown. That was 14 Von McIntyre on the carry, and now Blanchard's up 12-0, and they're going to attempt the extra point. Could we see a false start?
I don't know.
Seems to be common here at Douglas Stadium.
Yeah, that's right. Moses F. Miller Stadium is cursed with the false start penalty for whatever reason right now. No false start on that penalty, so the curse is over with. But it does bring Blanchard to 13-0 score here to start this football game. Now they're going to be kicking the football back to the Classen SAS Comets, and they're going to have their second possession on offense and see if they can put some points on the board or cut this deficit as quickly as possible before it gets out of hand. Blanchard is notorious for getting up and not letting people come back on them this year. They've had several try, and they've been good attempts, but it's been really tough because this Blanchard Lion defense is so respectable, and they've got a lot of good players on that team. So it's really going to be up to Classen SAS to make the right adjustments and to put their skill position players in the right spots, give them the football in space, and let them execute offensively and utilize their athleticism.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The first possession was 3 runs in a row. I mean, they really need to test these defensive backs for Blanchard. Air it out. Throw a go route. Throw a fade. Make them respect that you can sling it down the field.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Classen SAS Comets here. And, with every possession, it becomes more and more important that they got to score. And down 13-0, they really need to figure out some way to put some points on the scoreboard here this drive because the Blanchard offense on the other side doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
No, they're a fast-paced offense. They want to throw, and then once you think they're going to throw, they run it right up the gut, and we've seen 2 touchdowns in a row. They're feeling pretty good offensively and defensively. We'll see if Classen can really put them to a test right here on this possession.
There's a strong focus on the running game early on for Classen SAS. We'll see if they continue to fight that fight. Ball is snapped. They're going to keep it. Quarterback's going to run right, and that's Elijah Green. Cuts up field to the 40. Got about 5 yards. I think that's a well-earned 5 yards. He put a lot of effort into it. A lot of east and west running and didn't really find daylight until he hit that sideline. I know he's going to be looking for that a little bit sooner, but they're going to say more than 5 yards. That's about a 7-yard gain.
He would have stopped. He would have been stopped really early on that run, but that's what good players do. They make the first man miss. He broke a tackle, bounced it to the outside, and comes up with an 8-yard gain on the run.
Bunch set to the right of the quarterback is in shotgun position, waiting on the snap, hands it off to Underwood, and gets stuck in the backfield. That defensive line of Blanchard penetrated, made the tackle for a loss, and that's a little bit of a setback for the Classen SAS Comets. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3 right now.
That was number 70, Jake Carter, with the tackle for a loss in the backfield. He penetrated the offensive line, made a great tackle. Now it's 3rd and about 4 to go for Classen. This is a huge down right now. They want to keep the offense on the field.
Comets get to the line of scrimmage. Bunch set to the right. Carlos Hardiman, the quarterback, waiting on the snap. Gets it, hands it off. No, keeps it himself. Really good fake, but he's short of the first down mark. I think he's a yard shy of getting the first down. If they're, going to go for it like they did on the previous possession on 4th and long, you might as well go for it on 4th and short here.
Might as well. 4th and short, we've seen them go for it on 4th a lot. They did it last week. Might as well do it. You got the ball players to make a play. It's just a matter of execution.
This is a really big down here offensively for Classen SAS just to keep this drive alive. They do not want to give the football back to Blanchard after already being down 13-0. So they're going to line up double tight, bunch set to the right. Waiting on the snap, gets it. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he's not going to get the first down. It's another turnover on downs for the Classen SAS Comets.
He bobbled the snap, Swick. That created too much time for that D-line to penetrate and get back there, and that's what happened. He bobbled it. He didn't react instantly, and so Blanchard was right there to meet him in the backfield and come up with the turnover on downs.
And really the Blanchard Lions have been controlling the line of scrimmage early on, but Classen is still trying to do what they can to run the football. It just hasn't been working early on. So here's Blanchard. They get the snap, and quarterback's going to keep it right up the gut for a 9-yard run up the middle really quickly, short of the first down mark. But they've got a very, speedy offense. They can operate really, really quickly.
No doubt about it. Right when you think he just throws the football, he shows off the wheels on that play. That's the senior leader, Carson Cooksey.
And he also disguises the play really well with the misdirection. So 2nd down and 1 here. They're going to hand off to the running back who bursts upfield, gets to the 25, gets tackled right around the 20. So a solid 12-yard gain by the Blanchard Lions on that run, and that's a new 1st down and 10, and they're really close to being in that red zone.
No doubt about it. The story of them running the football is them breaking tackles because they're getting hit. They'll get to the 2nd level and get hit by a linebacker, but they're breaking the tackles and getting first downs.
2 receivers on each side, 1 running back. Cooksey draws them off sides. with the tough, complicated cadence and got that defensive line for the Classen SAS Comets to jump off sides. So that's a free 5 yards for the Blanchard Lions.
No doubt, and that's the second time Cooksy's got them to jump off sides.
So it's going to be 1st down and 5. Again, 2 receivers on each side, shotgun formation. Ball is snapped. Cooksy's going to hand off to the running back who's skirting in and out of tacklers and gets to the 1-yard line. I don't think they're going to call him in. Yeah, he's it's going to be 1st down and goal without a doubt right there at the 1-yard line. So solid run by that running back who's just, describe that, Dylan. I mean, in and out.
I mean, it's just solid, tough running by Hal. He had the fake. It was a halfback delay handoff right up the gut. He bounces it to the left side of the field, broke 2 tackles, and got all the way to the 1-yard line, and you might as well feed him again. And here he is in the end zone.
And he's in again. The Blanchard Lions have scored another touchdown. The score is 19-0. Could be 20-0, pending an extra point. We'll see here momentarily.
So this is clearly an offense who is well-rounded. They can throw the football. They've been efficient in the air, and they can surely run the football. All 3 touchdowns so far for Blanchard have been on the ground.
We'll see what happens with this extra point kick. Low snap, and it's going to be good. Okay. I mean, line drive. From our vantage point, it looked like a bullet coming off of the – there was no arc.
No arc whatsoever. I'm surprised somebody didn't block it. It was that low. It was just over the bar. I wasn't even sure if it was good, but the referees have the vantage point and we don't. So here we are, 20-0, Blanchard on top.
So Classen's going to get the football back. They've really been struggling early on, just keeping the drives alive, moving the chains, and they've been going for it on 4th down in their own, deep in their own territory, and have been unsuccessful, which then sets up Blanchard for really good field position, and that's kind of how we've gotten here. Again, our title sponsors for this broadcast, SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated. And back to return the kick are, let's see, Elijah Green, Aaron Underwood, and Lonnie Rogers, I believe.
Yeah, that's Lonnie Rogers, number 10.
That kick's going to go out of bounds. So there's going to be a flag there, and that's going to set up for really good field position for Classen SAS. But it really doesn't matter where you're at on the field if you can't successfully progress forward.
Exactly.
And that's been an issue early on for Classen SAS, and they're going to have to make the right adjustments, and they've done their diligence in trying to run the football. They've given it a solid effort, but Blanchard's defense has picked up on that.
Yeah, I mean, that's easy to defend. All you have to do is crowd the box. If you're not going to threaten them in the air, then everybody's going to be up expecting the run. We haven't even seen Hardiman at quarterback tonight.
So it's Elijah Green back there in the Wildcat formation. That's what they've been running here all night, waiting on the snap. Ball is, and Green's going to pull up, keep it himself. And can he get back to the line of scrimmage? And not only he get back, he got about 5-6 yards. Felt like the play was busted, but Elijah Green's athleticism was what able to them to move forward for
no doubt
4 or 5 yards. So it's going to be second and about 6.
Clearly a busted play. If you don't have somebody as athletic as Elijah Green, that's going to be a sack or a major loss. But he's just so athletic. He showed the burst of speed to come up with 5 yards. So it's 2nd and 5 to go.
Bunch set to the right of Green. One man in motion, split out wide. Ball is snapped. Green runs to his right, looking for somebody to throw. Now he has to run. Still looking for somebody to throw. Dodges a defender and then throws incomplete. Tried to hit his teammate, number 1, Carlos Hardiman, who is playing wide receiver tonight, not quarterback.
Yeah, that's just the inexperience of Elijah playing quarterback. He tried to do everything he could to extend the play. Nobody was open. He tried to force it to Hardiman. So Nothing really happened on the play. It's 3rd down and 5 to go. We just got to see them try to come up with the first down. Here we are at another critical 3rd down early on in the football game.
Shotgun formation, 4 receivers split, 2 on each side. Green gets the snap, has to run left to avoid the tackler, bursts upfield, has the first down, and a few more. And he actually then kind of goes back behind the first down. I think they're going to give him the first down, though, for forward progress.
Yes, they are indeed. The referee is lined up right by me. He's given Elijah a great spot. So the Comets come up with the first down. The chains are moving, and that is all because of the athleticism of Elijah Green.
Utilizing his speed and just finding some daylight.
Yeah,
wherever
kid is
he's
just
trying
a
to go, he
pure
gets there
athlete.
quickly.
Not many people can do what he does on the football field.
All right, fresh new set of downs for the Classen SAS Comets. Minute 46 left in the first quarter. Green in at quarterback. Trips left. Waiting on the snap. Here it is. Now he runs right. He's got one blocker, cuts up, and gets tackled after about a 1-yard gain. It's going to be about 2nd down and 9 for the Comets. I mean, if they want to remain in this game, they're going to really have to take advantage of this series and whatever momentum they've established right now.
No doubt about it.
To
You're
get
down
in the end zone. They've got to make some plays, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a play-action fake here.
That would be a phenomenal play
Underwood.
call right now because Blanchard is just right there expecting the run every single play. They're waiting on it. They've only attempted one passing attempt, and it was a busted play to our side of the field. And here we are again, Elijah Green at quarterback.
All right, we've got a timeout by
Classen SAS called the timeout.
So that, yeah, we'll take a timeout here as well. I do want to give a big shout out to our sponsors tonight for sponsoring the broadcast. Thursday night high school football brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated. Also, First Security Bank is one of our sponsors tonight. First Security Bank is proud sponsor of Oklahoma City Public School broadcast. And if you're looking for a bank to help make your dreams of becoming a homeowner or a business owner come true, let First Security Bank make your dream a reality. First Security Bank, African American owned, member FDIC. All right, so what do you think Coach Burdine is saying to his team right now? What's the focus? Where should it be going forward with this drive?
If I was him, I would say, O-line, we need you, and we need you right now. We need you big time. If we're going to run the football, we need you to make holes for Elijah Green to run through. He doesn't need much time. You don't have to hold your block very long at all, maybe 2 seconds, and he's gone. And if he's going to stay back and pass, we need some great pass blocking. It all starts up front.
All right, 4 receivers split, 2 on each side. One running back to the right. Elijah Green waiting on the snap. Calling out the cadence. Gets the snap, drops back, looking for somewhere to throw, steps up in the pocket, has to run, keeps it himself, has some positive yards before he's brought down. Not very many, about 3. So it's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 7 situation here for the Classen SAS Comets. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter here momentarily. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for the second quarter here momentarily. Thank you for tuning in to Thursday Night High School Football here on PPBC TV, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated. We'll be right back.
Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Hey, this right here is a fat butt. Everybody been hearing about it on the radio. You can come to my Midwest City location, 6003 Southeast 15, or you can go to my admin, 285 South Santa Fe. Come get you one of these taters.
This is our Loves Travel Stop Student of the Month, Kiana Tubbs, from Cristo Rey, OKC Catholic High School. Thanks for joining us, Kiana.
Thank you guys for having me.
So I heard that you currently have a 4.2857 GPA.
Yes.
That is really impressive. Can you tell us a little bit about what motivates you in school?
So what motivates me in school?
All right, we are back, about to get this second quarter underway. The score is 20-0. The Blanchard Lions are on top of the Classen SAS Comets right now on Thursday Night Football, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated. Speaking of Super Prep, Super Prep's the premier sports outlet featuring the very best in the high school and college, student athletes of the state, nation, and city. Super Prep can be found on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM and on all social media platforms as Super Prep OK. So if you want to stay in the know regarding high school sports in the state of Oklahoma, give them a follow on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Or as it's known now as X, I guess. But we'll get this second quarter underway. Shotgun formation, fourth down.
Yeah, the previous play on third down, Classen ran it up the middle for no gain, so here we are at fourth.
Big fourth down here, and they're going to punt, and that's a really high punt. Fair catch called, and we'll see if it goes in the end zone. It will. So Blanchard's going to get another possession on offense and their own 20-yard line. This is the furthest they've been pushed back all night long. But really good punt by Aaron Underwood of the Classen SAS Comets. And, I'm assuming Blanchard's going to try and add insult to injury, put up some more points. It's up to the Classen defense to slow them down. They've got to make some adjustments along the defensive line. Blanchard's been pretty successful running and throwing the football early on here tonight.
They haven't been stopped yet, so the Blanchard offense is feeling very confident going into this drive.
Cooksey's the quarterback. We've got a late substitution.
Too many men on the field.
And that's going to be a penalty. No. Okay.
Okay.
Referee had to pick up his flag here. So 1st and 10, Blanchard. One man in motion. Ball is snapped. He's going to hand off to the running back who gets tackled right at the line of scrimmage. And we've talked about the adjustments that needed to be made by the defensive line for Classen SAS, and they made the adjustment. Really good tackle by their defensive end.
Yeah, solid tackle by number 53, Israel Chukwu. He shed the blocker and smacked the running back in the backfield. What a play to try to build off for that Comet defense.
Felt like T.J. McNeely got in on that tackle as well. That's the Classen SAS style of defense that I know. 2nd and 10. Ball is snapped. They're going to throw it out to the flats to the slot receiver. He's really close to the first down marker. I think he's going to get it. It's going to move the chains. They needed 10 yards. They got about 10.5. So new set of downs for the Blanchard Lions.
Yep, quick throw and catch.
It's going to be at the 32-yard line here, 1st and 10.
That was number 1, Brayson Carter out of the slot with the out route to come up with that first down. Chains are moving once again. 1st and 10 for Blanchard.
Back to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Last time I saw this formation, it was a bubble screen to the right. They're going to hand the football off to the running back who gets tackled after about 1.5 yards, maybe a 2-yard gain.
That was our man, T.J. McNeely, number 24, the sophomore, on the tackle. We know what he's capable of, and he's got to keep doing that all night long if they want to get off the field and come back in this football game.
So Blanchard's getting the play call from their head coach, Jeff Craig, on the other sideline on the east side of the field. Lined up on the far left hash. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 for the Blanchard Lions. They've got a 20-0 lead, 9 minutes and 5 seconds left until the first half. The ball is snapped, hands it off to the running back, who quickly gets tackled. Now they've started to establish the line of scrimmage a little bit better than they have earlier in the game. Give credit to that defensive line to, close down those running lanes. They were really open earlier in the game, but not so much now. That's a credit to the coaching staff.
No doubt. This is the Classen SAS defense that we're used to seeing. That was number 10, Lonnie Rogers, on the tackle.
All right, bunch set to the right. Trips right, one receiver to the left. Ball is snapped, fakes the handoff. They're going to throw. Over the middle, complete. Still on his feet. Gets tackled at the 49-yard line. Cooksey made the pass and catch for about 15 yards.
Another pass and catch to his favorite receiver, number 1, Brayson Carter. Hit him on the curl route. Carter got his head around, and the ball was right there. Another first down for Blanchard.
The new set of downs here for Blanchard. 1st and 10, 8 minutes and 9 seconds left here in the second quarter. Stay tuned for our halftime show, sponsored by Love's Student of the Month. Blanchard twins left, shotgun formation, gets the snap, hands it off to the running back who has room to run, gets to the 45, 40, 35, and gets tackled at the 34. That's number 14 for the Blanchard Lions, Vaughn McIntyre, junior running back.
We've seen that same play. He scored the second touchdown on the game. The exact same play, ISO play right up the middle. Blocking was great. He had a huge hole to run through. First down again for Blanchard, and they are moving the chains really well once again.
One thing that Carson Cooksey does well is sell the fake.
He really does.
It really does make it difficult for defenses to pick it up. They're going to hand the football off again. They didn't fall for the fake run there. They got right to the running back. He did get positive yards, but not as much as he's gotten earlier in the game on plays that are similar.
Another big tackle by the outside linebacker, Lonnie Rogers. He's making plays on this drive. He's showing up. He knows his team needs him, and somebody's got to step up. Why not Lonnie?
So the Blanchard Lions are in Classen SAS territory right at the 34-yard line. 2nd down and 8. 4-man front for Classen SAS. Ball is snapped. They're going to throw it. Almost intercepted by the Classen SAS nickelback. If
that
he
was
catches
Lonnie
that,
Rogers, the
it's
same
a
guy
touchdown.
who just made the tackle on the previous play. Like you said, if he catches that, that's a pick 6 to the crib. That's a play you got to come up with. That is a gap play, a game-altering play.
We'll see if the Blanchard Lions decide to run that play at a later time. If so, I think Lonnie's going to be prepared to defend it. And next time he'll be able to actually catch the ball and run. We'll see what happens right here. 3rd down and 8. 4 receivers split, 2 on each side. Ball is snapped. Cooksey's looking to throw. Has a man. Completed. Caught it at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, a 25-yard pass completion for the Lions.
6 likes 1. That's Cooksey to Carter. Once again, we've seen that a lot. That was a post route over the middle for another first down.
So they're getting the play call in from head coach Jeff Craig. Really good ball thrown by Cooksey. He's got a lot of spin on it. You got to give him credit. Same formation, 2 receivers on each side. Ball is snapped. They're going to fake the handoff, look in the corner. Cooksey has to run right, throws over the middle, finds his man, touchdown, Blanchard. Touchdown pass right over the middle. I think that was to number 2, Hudson
That sure
Perriman.
was. The big tight end, Hudson Perriman, finds the end zone for the first time tonight. Blanchard is up 26-0. Cooksey went through his progression. He had nothing on the left side of the field, and he finds his tight end wide open in the end zone.
And that was a little bit of an ad-lib because Perriman was running right and saw that there was an opening space in the middle and changed on a dime, and he has such good chemistry with Cooksey. They were able to find each other. Extra point is no good. So the score right now with a little under 6 minutes left in the second quarter. The Blanchard Lions are up 26-0 on top of the Classen SAS Comets, and Blanchard's going to kick the football back to the Comets and give them another possession on offense, another chance to put some points on the board, and they've been making their progressions. They've been going in the right way, but just haven't been able to get in the end zone and move the chains enough to make an impact in this game. But we have seen them execute a little bit better. They're trending in the right direction. They just haven't been able to get over the hump and get into the end zone.
Yeah, this is one of those moments in the game. It's so crucial to try to get some points on the scoreboard. You're down 26-0. The defense hasn't been able to stop the Blanchard Lions yet in this game, so this kind of feels like a must-score drive for the Comets.
It's definitely a must-score drive. I mean, they've got to be able to cut the deficit in order to make a big comeback. A squib kick up the middle. Classen gets it at the 40. Still on his feet, 45-50. Pushed out of bounds. That's number 3.
Mason Fletcher came up with that kind of, I don't know.
Well, he wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, it wasn't really an onside, but it was kind of a
squib kick
right
middle.
up the middle. He had the hands to come up with the recovery, and then he takes off up the sideline, puts his team in great field position. They're already in Lions territory.
And there's plenty of time to score, and they're already in Blanchard territory. Not by much, but they're there at the Blanchard 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Classen is –
they're still in that wild Comet offense with Elijah Green taking the snap.
Here's the snap, drops back, has to run right, has some room to run, and he chose to throw, completed to the 40, gets to the 35, still on his feet at the 30, 20, and pushed out of bounds really close to the 15. I think they're going to mark him at the 16 or 17-yard line. That was all athleticism by Aaron Underwood, paired with Elijah Green. That's the biggest play offensively for the night for Classen SAS.
And that is the Classen SAS offense I know good and well. Throwing the football down the field to your playmaker.
Ball is snapped. Green's going to burst upfield. Has some yards. 10, 5. Going to be pushed out of bounds at the 5. Short of the first down mark, but they're really close to getting in that end zone. They've got a little bit more momentum here, and do we have a timeout or a play stoppage here? Yeah, I think this is.
Classen was really trying to push the tempo to get Blanchard off sides, but here we are.
Here's Elijah Green, gets the snap, runs left, cuts up the field, gets into a dog pile, is really close to the line.
He's down at the 1-yard line, Swick. Just a quarterback run right up the gut. Your best playmaker on offense, Elijah Green, is trying to put the team on his back and get in the end zone.
Big 2nd down and goal here at the 1. Classen needs to score. Gets the snap. Hands off to number 2. Can he get in there? Is he in there? Touchdown, Classen SAS Comets. We'll see if they go for 2 or kick the extra point, but finally the Comets are on the scoreboard and cut the deficit by 6.
Great blocking up front. They created a hole for number 22, Bogey Ramirez. He scores the first touchdown of the night for the Comets.
Aaron Underwood is the place kick holder. They're going to go for the extra point kick here right now and try to get to that 7-point mark. Play clock has started. Ball is snapped. And the extra point is blocked. So Classen's going to stay at 6. The score is 26-6. 4:46 left in the second quarter here tonight at Moses F. Miller Stadium. This Thursday night high school football broadcast is brought to you by SSM Health, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated. But also, Pollard Funeral Home is also one of our proud sponsors for Thursday night football. And In your time of need, let the professionals at Pollard Funeral Home help you and your family in your time of need. Solid offensive possession by the Comets. We'll see if they can build on that. You've still got to stop Blanchard from scoring, and that's been a difficult task here tonight for the Classen SAS defense.
It's like they heard us, Wick. We said this is a must-score drive for Classen, and what do? They find the end zone right when they needed it the most. Really big-time touchdown by Classen. They are not done yet. They are still fighting. They're still swinging in this boxing match.
In the Classen defense, really needs to force a turnover. They came really close to getting an interception.
That would have been so huge. That would have been so huge.
Had the interception had happened, it would have went for a touchdown. Kind of a deep
squib.
Kit,
yeah.
Oh, and it goes out of bounds, so that's going to be a penalty and give Blanchard solid field position. 4:46 left in the second quarter. Again, stay tuned for our Love's Student of the Month halftime show. Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores, my apologies, would like to celebrate and recognize students who exemplify outstanding characteristics in the classroom and the community. Each month, a student will be selected as Student of the Month, and they'll qualify to win a $10,000 cash scholarship. Apply your child or a student today at kvsp.com. Rules and regulations do apply. So first down at 10 for the Blanchard Lions here in the second quarter. They're up by 20. Scores 26-6. Ball is snapped. They're going to throw over the middle. Tried to find his receiver. Overthrew it just a little bit. Looking for number 1, Brayson Carter, over the middle, but he was well defended by
that was number
the
1,
Classen
Carlos
SAS
Hardiman.
secondary.
Yeah, Carlos was right there with them. He was with them, side by side, nowhere to go. Great defense by Carlos.
Blanchard second down and 10. Waiting on the call. Still plenty of time to move up the field and put some more points on the board before halftime. 4 receivers split, 2 on each side. 1 man in motion. Ball is snapped, and they're going to fake the jet sweep. Throws over the middle and can't find him. Well defended. They're going to say it's pass interference.
Yeah,
by Elijah Green. What do you think of that, Dylan?
I could have seen it go either way. I mean, Elijah was right there. There may have been some contact, but we've seen a lot of football. We've seen them let him play, and clearly the ref did not allow Elijah to play football, and they didn't want to see any contact, so pass interference on Classen, automatic first down for Blanchard.
All right, so they're getting the call here, and that's going to be a first down and 10. It's not a spot foul on the high school level. 3 receivers split, 2 on each, or 2 on the wide side, 1 to the short. You got 2 backs alongside the quarterback. They're going to hand off to number 20, burst up the field and get 7 yards really quickly before he's brought down. It's going to be a solid 8-yard gain for the Blanchard Lions. Caught that defense off guard a little bit and put him on
20.
skates.
Mikael Howell with the halfback draw right up the middle. They're getting good chunks of yards on those running plays.
Gets right back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 2. Ball is snapped. Hands off again to the 20 as the first. Just barely. About a 5-yard gain by the running back. That'll move the chains, keep the clock running.
That was the exact same play. Halfback draw right up the middle. There was a hole, and he comes up with the first down. The chains are moving. 1st and 10 for Blanchard.
Still waiting on the call. I know Blanchard's priority is to put more points on the board, but also limit the time left that Classen has to put more points on for themselves before halftime. Ball is snapped, hands off to 20. He's got 5 yards and gets crushed after positive yards on that play. Well defended by the Classen SAS linebackers.
Yep,
to
Israel
solidify the
Chukwu.
tackle.
He was the first Comet there to meet him in the hole. Now it's 2nd and about 7 for Blanchard.
Waiting on the snap. 2 receivers on each side. Ball snap, fakes the handoff. He's throwing trying to find a man one-on-one and drops it. Tried to hit number 3, Corrick Pierce, and he separated from that cornerback, and I felt like it was right in the breadbasket.
It was a dime. It was a dime. Cooksey delivered a dime. Unfortunately, his receiver couldn't come up with the catch. That was a tough catch to make, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 7 to go for Blanchard. The clock is stopped at 2 minutes and 12 seconds until halftime.
So they're going to get back to the line of scrimmage here. Scores 26-6, trying to increase their lead a little bit more. Bootleg to the right, throws, completes, pushed out of bounds right at the 26-yard line, 27-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Blanchard Lions. They're moving up the field and controlling the clock right now.
That's that combination we've seen a lot tonight. 6 likes 1. That's Cooksey to Carter once again on the bootleg right.
2 minutes and 6 seconds. 4 receivers, 2 on each side. Ball is snapped. Now he's going to bootleg to the left. Cooksey looks, throws, incomplete, right off the fingertips of the receiver on the east side of the football field.
I mean, Cooksey is throwing some dimes, man. Regardless of his receivers dropping a few passes on this drive, he's putting the ball exactly where it needs to be.
He's an accurate quarterback. There's no question about it, and he seems to throw those, those quick passes with ease.
And he can throw really well on the run.
2 receivers on each side, shotgun formation. Ball is snapped, drops back. Looking to throw over the middle. Intercepted by Classen. He's going to bring it out. The 5, 10, 15 at the 20. Now he runs the other way. 25, 30, 35, 40, and he's brought down. Big time interception by the Classen SAS defense. Stopped Blanchard from putting more points on the board, and now they've got life here at Moses F. Miller Stadium. Great defensive play by the Classen SAS Comets.
And that's what you want. You want your best player to make the big plays when it counts the most. That's the Tulsa commit. Elijah Green comes up with the interception in the end zone and runs it all the way back to the 40-yard line to put his team in great field position with plenty of time, 1:56 left till halftime.
Not a lot of time to catch your breath. He's in at quarterback right now, 4 receivers split, under 2 minutes, and Classen SAS is going to call timeout.
I think the coach heard you. He's going to give his quarterback a breather because Elijah just made a huge play. He was out there lined up at quarterback trying to catch his breath, and the coach kind of felt that, took the timeout.
Make sure you stop by Geronimo's Bakery if you're interested in one of their award-winning donuts that they make in-house. They'll melt in your mouth. Also, they have the best hamburger in the city, Geronimo's Bakery.
Do they got onion burgers?
They've got anything you want.
Okay.
I mean, Geronimo's Bakery knows exactly what they're doing, and they've been serving Oklahoma City for decades. 1817 North MLK Avenue. Give them a call, 405-427-5893. Delicious melt-in-your-mouth donuts in the morning and really, really good hamburgers and cheeseburgers in the afternoon. Make sure you get some bacon on it, too. They do a really good job of doing that. Now, after this game, we will be naming our Big O's Pork and Dreams Barbecue Player of the Game. He's got 2 locations. One is in Edmond off South Santa Fe and Edmond Road, and then the other one's in Midwest City right off of Southeast 15th Street. Stop by Big O's Pork and Dreams Barbecue, and he'll make your barbecue dreams come true. 1st and 10 for the Classen SAS Comets. They'd love to get another touchdown here before halftime or really make this a game. One man in motion. Now he motions back. It's Mason Fletcher. Ball is snapped. Elijah Green runs right. Has to avoid the tackler. Runs the other way. Steps up. Advances. Now runs right again. Steps up. Gets positive yards. Got about a 5-yard gain. That was well earned.
Yeah, very much so. He was running east and west for quite some time. He did everything he could, showed his athleticism, puts his team in a second and short situation. I mean, goodness gracious, this kid is all over the field, and he's down kind of trying to he is definitely gassed.
Got a late substitution here. That may be Carlos Hardiman, who's going to come in at quarterback and bring some relief to Elijah Green, who's going to come off the field for a breather. Minute 11 left in the second quarter. Not a lot of time to maneuver here. Hardiman drops back, has to run left, throws. Incomplete pass. No pass interference called. That will stop the clock with 1 minute and 1 second left here in the second quarter.
The pressure by the D-line on that play is what caused the incompletion. If Carlos has time, he delivers a dime to his man, but that D-line was pressuring him very heavily on the play. And now it's third down and about 5 to go for Classen. A huge third down play. 1 minute and 1 second left until halftime.
So Hardiman comes back in, overlooking the defense. He'll be in the shotgun position. Bunch set in the backfield to the right, and we've got a late timeout called by Classen SAS. We're going to keep it right here.
Elijah's still trying to catch his breath. He was over here with his hands on his knees on the sideline. This timeout might give him enough time to be ready to go back on the field because we know they need him.
One of our sponsors for Thursday night high school football broadcast is State Farm agent Chuck Davis. Let State Farm agent Chuck Davis take care of all your insurance needs. Give him a call today at 405-378-8008. That's 378-8008 for State Farm agent Chuck Davis. And we appreciate him and everyone at State Farm for sponsoring our broadcast here on Thursday and Friday nights. I know it's really important for us and the rest of the world to put a spotlight on the athletes here in the Oklahoma City area and throughout the state and give them a platform to broadcast their games, and that's what we're doing here, and it's very important. So we appreciate everybody tuning in to PPBC TV, streaming live here from Moses F. Miller Stadium. 1 minute left in the second quarter until halftime. Classen's trying to cut the deficit by another touchdown. They're down 20 points.
Carlos is still in at quarterback, and Elijah's on the sideline. I have a feeling they're going to throw the football because Carlos has an arm.
It's almost like a triple option formation, but in shotgun form. Ball is snapped. Hardiman throws, overthrows Aaron Underwood. That will stop the clock at 59 and bring up third down and 4 for the Classen SAS Comets. And the last thing I want to do is give the ball back to Blanchard with enough time to score.
And give them great field position. It's a weird spot in the field where you really want to go for it because you want to score, but you also don't want to give.
It's not third down. It's fourth down.
Yeah, it's fourth down. So
this is a big.
It's like, do you punt and make Blanchard earn it, taking the whole field, or do you go for it with the possibility of Blanchard having it right there?
4th and 5. Hardiman gets the snap, blitz by Blanchard, throws over the middle, has a man open, complete. 35-30, tackled right at the 25. Great pass and catch by the Classen SAS Comets. A nice 30-yard gain and a new first down.
That was such a gutsy play call. I love it. That is winning football.
And this is really important. Ball is snapped, and Elijah Green's going to get it to 15, 10, 5. Can he get in? Did he get in? I think he's short. They're gonna really close. I don't think he got it in, and there's a big-time dog pile. Was there a loose ball? Did he fumble?
It kind of looked like there was a loose football. Oh, my gosh. That is devastating if that was a turnover, and I think it was. Man, that is devastating for Classen SAS.
Elijah Green makes the big play.
Just delivered a dime of a throw. Wow.
Was inches away from getting into the end zone to cut this game down, and somewhere along the way fumbles the football. That is unfortunate. 35 seconds left in the second quarter. They're going to hand the football off to the running back. He gets a solid 6-7 yard gain before he's brought down short of the mark, and I think they're going to take this into halftime.
Yeah, I think you're right, Swick. They're just going to let this clock run out and hit 0 until halftime. Man, that last play, that fumble is something to remember in this football game. That was such a game-changing play.
It's a different game if he gets in.
Yes,
you know?
You're exactly right.
It's a different game. That's unfortunate. And we'll see if Classen SAS can rebound in the second half. Then that's the end of the first quarter. Scores 26-6. The Blanchard Lions with the 20-point lead going into halftime. Coming up in the Love Student of the Month halftime show, we'll recap what we just experienced here in the first half. We'll talk about expectations in the second half. We'll give you some score updates from other high school games around the state. There's an abundance of Thursday night football here tonight due to fall break being underway. So stay tuned. Love's Student of the Month halftime show coming up here shortly. Stay with us. Thank you for tuning in to PPBC TV. We'll be back shortly.
Instructor Allison Pullman, show coordinator Todd James, consultant is Rich Zampernini. The music is composed this year by Rob Steiner. Percussion by Nathan Langford and Tyler Romine. Our drill rider is Caleb Jones and percussion tech Alex Price. Our student teacher is Michaela Walker. Solos tonight by Elijah Morrison on trumpet and Delilah Evans on mellophone and Clay Hankins on the snare. The band is led tonight by junior drum major Sadie Crawford. The Blanchard Band invites you to follow our performers as they explore the colors, movements, and moods beyond the big top, where things may or may not be as they seem. Curiosities await you as they transport you inside their 3-ring circus. The ringmaster has your ticket. Step right up.
Ladies and gentlemen, all ages, hurry, hurry, hurry. Step right up, step right up. You, ma'am, you're gonna get tickets. Look at that bastard first. You, sir, get your ticket before the show starts. Step right up.
Welcome back to high school football on Thursday Night Live from Moses F. Miller Stadium here in the heart of Oklahoma City. We've got a score of 26-6 right now at halftime here between the Blanchard Lions and the Classen SAS Comets. The Blanchard Lions have been in control for the majority of the first half and have a 20-point lead going into the third quarter. What does Classen SAS have to do to get back in this ball game, Dylan?
They need to do what they did on that last possession, even though it ended in a fumble on the goal line just about. I loved what they did. They were throwing the football down the field, letting Elijah Green work in space, letting Aaron Underwood work in space, the two premier athletes on this Classen SAS team. That is the football that we know well, and they need to keep doing that, not just stick with the run. Throw it, threaten the ball down the field. It works clearly.
What adjustments does Classen have to do on defense to slow down this offensive regime that is the Blanchard Lions?
Pressure the quarterback. They got to get pressure on Cooksey. If you just let him sit back there and work, he's going to pick you apart all night, and the scoreboard shows it. If they can get some pressure on him, then it might be a completely different ball game in the second half.
You're in tune to the Love's Student of the Month halftime show. Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores who want to celebrate and recognize students who exemplify outstanding characteristics in the classroom and the community. Each month, a student will be selected as Student of the Month, and they'll automatically qualify to win a $10,000 cash scholarship. Apply your child or another student today at kvsp.com. Rules and regulations do apply, but we appreciate Love's Student of the Month sponsoring our halftime show here tonight. Thursday night football live from Moses F. Miller Stadium. We've got both teams out on the field. They're warming up right now. We'll get the third quarter underway here shortly. Our title sponsors for this broadcast are SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated here on PPBC TV. Appreciate everybody tuning in for this Thursday night high school football game. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Jay Swick. To my left is my color commentary man of the year, Dylan Tribble.
I don't know about all that. You're boosting me a little bit.
Let's get some score updates here
you,
shortly. I'll give you a quick little NFL score update. The Kansas City Chiefs are up 10-0. Are up 10-0 on the Denver Broncos. They are playing their Thursday night game there at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Closer than expected. I'll tell you what, weird things happen on Thursday night football games in the NFL. Some really strange things.
And a little bit of baseball action. You've got the National League Division Series still underway. Tie ball game there in Philadelphia. Braves won, Phillies won, and it is game number 4 in the National League Division Series. They're the only division series left that are still competing for a spot in the championship series. You got any high school football scores from around the state, Dylan?
I sure do. We're going to go with Class 4A since that's the class that these two teams we're covering tonight are in. Bethany is on top of Tecumseh 28-7. We got a close one. John Marshall is on top of Woodward 6-0. The Clinton Red Tornadoes are on top of Guyman 28-0. Your Elk City Elks are on top of Chickasha 20-12.
Oh, that's
close.
That's
game.
good.
Is that
that's
a rival
good.
game?
It's not necessarily a rivalry game, but it is a district game, and
Okay.
it does mean something. And I know the Elks are trying to get back into the playoffs yet again and make a push for the 4A state championship. We'll see. There's a lot of competitive teams in Class 4A, and Blanchard's one of them that we're seeing here tonight.
No doubt about that.
You know, Classen SAS is really good. They've just got to make some adjustments and continue making strides offensively to keep the ball out of their hands of the Blanchard Lions. And, you know, they've got to make some adjustments on the defensive side of the ball to slow down that scoring regime that I call the Blanchard Lions. So we're going to get this game underway here momentarily, and the Classen SAS Comets will get the football to start this third quarter. And if they're able to put some points on the board and score a touchdown on this possession, then we've got ourselves a ball game here.
We sure do. And
we'll
we've
see
seen
here
what they
shortly.
can do.
Returning the kick
It
deep
should be number
for
10.
Yeah, Lonnie Rogers, and then you'll have number 16, Elijah Green, and number 7, Aaron Underwood, back to return the kick as well. So third quarter action starting right now. Deep squib kick. It's going to get in the hands of Elijah Green. It catches it at the 20. It's to the 25, 30. Cuts back inside. Goes east and west. 35. Has room to run. 40. Cuts back up. 45. 50. 45, 40.
It's coming back swift.
Solid run, but you're right. There was a flag in the backfield there.
There was a
Somewhere
block
along
in
the
the
way,
back.
there was a block in the back. That's exactly right, Dylan. So that's going to come back. But you see right there why Elijah Green is committed to the University of Tulsa to continue his football career. He's an athlete that has the speed and athleticism that it takes, that it's required to play Division I football.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He is a specimen out there on that football field, and just really unfortunate. The block in the back, I saw it coming before it happened. I'm like, just don't touch him. But he blocks him in the back, and it's coming all the way back. Elijah, another great play. We saw the athleticism, the speed. He is a future Golden Hurricane.
And he is back in at quarterback, trying to move some players around. Got to get lined up correctly. Got plenty of time, 10 seconds left on the play clock here. Now he's waiting for the snap, 4 receiver split. 1 man in motion once again. 3, got to get the snap off. Finally gets it, runs right, looks to throw. Does, over the deep. Catches by Aaron Underwood, a nice 15-yard grab right near the sideline. Goes out of bounds, 1st and 10, Classen SAS Comets.
What a play.
Found some success through the air early on in the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it's working. It worked right before halftime. It's working now. Elijah Green, he can give his receivers time because he's so athletic in the backfield. He finds his main man, Aaron Underwood, to come up with that first down.
Same formation, 3 receivers to the short side of the field. Now it's 4. Ball is snapped. He's going to run left. Now he has to run right and avoid the tacklers, but he can't. That's going to be a sack in the backfield, I think 5-6 yard loss. Really great pursuit by the Blanchard defensive line.
Yeah,
Elijah Green is tough to corral, but they managed to do so on that play.
It took 3 of them to corral him in that backfield, and it was led by number 50, Cade Saunders. That defensive tackle led the charge for the Lions to come up with that sack. And now it is 2nd and about 15 to go.
Get back up to the line of scrimmage. We've seen big plays here tonight for both teams. Classen SAS needs a big one right here. Ball is snapped. Elijah Green throws into the flats, caught, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and maybe 9.
I think
3rd down and 9, 3rd down and 10. We'll see where they mark the football. Really close to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he got about 6 yards on the play. He found his man, Emeka Aguego, on the reception. I really want them to go in the air to come up with this first down. They've had the most success throwing the football down the field, and he has the weapons, Underwood and Aguego. They can both do damage in the open field.
Big 3rd down here for the Comets. They've made some significant strides here so far early in the third quarter. Elijah Green steps up, throws over the middle, complete. 1st and 10, needs to keep holding on to the football. Needed 10 yards, got about 14.
He sure did. That's just Elijah playing backyard football. He's running for his life. He finds his man cutting across to come up with the first down. That was Bogey Ramirez with the first down catch.
Gets right back up to the line of scrimmage. New set of downs for the Comets. Green thinking about audibling at the line of scrimmage here. Waiting on the snap. Looking at his play sheet on his wrist. Gets the snap, drops back, has to run right. Steps up. Keeping it himself. He's going to advance it up. I think he got the first down. It's going to be really close, Dylan.
No, that was first down.
that was
first down play.
okay. That was the original line of scrimmage there. Okay.
Yeah. He
My
got about
mistake.
2 to 3 yards on that
I got
quarterback
so
keeper.
focused watching him run with the football, I saw the marker out there, and I was like, did he just run 10 yards? No,
Yeah, he got about 3 on the
he
play.
got about 3 on the play. So second down and 7. 5 receivers split. 3 to the short side, 2 to the wide side. Look for Aaron Underwood out there, one-on-one situation. Elijah Green still in at quarterback, waiting on the snap here. Gets it, drops back, looking for Underwood, but steps up in the pocket. He's going to keep it himself for a short gain. And that's going to bring up about 3rd down and 7 for the Classen SAS Comets. And they were successful on 3rd down the last possession they had.
Looks like that's going to be a
They're going to be in a
couple-yard
similar
loss.
situation here.
Yeah, about 3rd and 9 to go, and Elijah, he looks gassed again. He's kind of bending over with his elbows on his knees. If he finds Aaron Underwood on that play, Aaron Underwood comes up with the first down. He had tons of room to work with. Elijah just didn't have the time to see him. Now it's 3rd and long.
Blanchard only bringing 3 men up front. 1 in the middle and 3 on the outside, trying to contain and keep Elijah Green in the pocket because he is dangerous with the football in his hands. Ball is snapped, drops back, looks to throw. He's going to be sacked in the backfield. Big time tackle for a loss by the Blanchard defense and bring up 4th down and long. And we've seen Classen SAS go for it several times in this game. They've been successful once, I believe, on 4th down.
Yeah, you're right. And this is a long 4th down, about 4th and 15. Elijah, he was trying to find something downfield. There was nowhere to go with the football, so he gets sacked, and he's coming off the field, or is he just coming to his coach to get the play call?
It looks like he's getting the play call, and he's going to relay that information back to his teammates, and they're going to try and do what they can to get a minimum of 15 yards here on this play to keep the drive alive. Ball is snapped, flag on the play, maybe a false start.
I think so, Swick.
Could be an encroachment penalty, but just the way we've seen things play out like this, it may be a false start.
To me, it looked like one of the receivers got a head start on the route.
Yep, lined up in the neutral zone, and that is going to back it up 5 yards and make the 4th down even harder now, 4th and 20. And
I think they're going to punt it. Underwood's back for the punt.
And Underwood can really punt. I mean, he's not only talented as a skill position player, but he can also kick the ball really far. And there it is right there, and it's going to take a bounce, and it's going to be down right at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Blanchard Lions at their own 24 to start their first possession here on the 3rd quarter. 6 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter at Moses F. Miller Stadium.
Is a well-conditioned athlete because he is running all over the place on offense, and they got to have him on defense. He's their best player on the defensive side of the ball as well as the offense. So he's had a long night.
Well, he's not coming off the field.
No,
I mean,
he's not.
He plays special teams, he plays offense, he plays defense. So he's a big-time contributor to this football team. There's no question about it. And so they're going to, I guess, reassess the play here, or replay.
Oh, they're going to repunt it. Watch out for the
4th
fake.
and 15. I guess it was a 5-yard penalty on Blanchard, so we'll see what happens. And looks like Underwood's going to keep it himself. There's a flag on the play here, and he's going to be tackled. So I think that flag is going to be on the Classen SAS Comets.
Yeah,
it
sure
is, and it's going to be declined, so it's going to be great field position for Blanchard to now start their first possession here in the second half offensively. And they've relied heavily on their quarterback and their running backs by committee. You know, Carson Cooksey is the senior quarterback. He's the leader of this football team. They trust him. He throws a really good ball, and he is hard to stop if he has time to throw.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He's going to pick you apart if you give him time, and he's got great receivers.
3 receivers to the right, the wide side of the field, 1 to the left, and we've got a play stoppage here. I never saw a flag, but there may be well, there is a flag here on the play.
It's going to be on Classen SAS.
Is it encroachment here?
I think so. Yep.
So that's a free
penalty.
5 yards there, and now it's going to bring to 1st and 5.
You never want to give an offense like Blanchard free yards.
They'll take advantage of it. That's why their record's been 5-1 so far this year. Only loss was to a 5A team. Ball is snapped. Fakes the run. Cooksey throws. Trying to hit a man in stride. Just slightly overthrows him, and there's a late flag. Could it be a pass interference?
I mean I don't really think it was a pass interference. It may be a tripping call because the receiver tripped over the defender's feet. Their feet got tangled. I didn't really see a pass interference on the play.
It was late. The play was
really
already executed by the time he threw it, so it is going to be
It's on Classen, unfortunately.
on the Classen SAS Comets, which is really unfortunate. They're doing whatever they can to try and stay in this game and cut the deficit a little bit, but you got to stop Blanchard from scoring.
Yeah.
And they're moving up the field based off penalty yards right now. 1st and 10 for the Lions. 1 man in motion. Ball is snapped. Cooksey drops back. Throws over the middle. Complete to Perriman. Gets close to the 1st down marker. I think he's going to be a yard shy. Solid 8-yard gain there for the Blanchard Lions. And they're slowly creeping up the field, getting closer and closer to the red zone.
Beautiful route by his main man, number 1, Carter. He just sits right in that zone to come up with the 8-yard gain. 2nd and short for Blanchard.
Twins left. 1 receiver to the right. Ball is snapped. He's going to fake the handoff, throw to the bubble screen. Gets to the 20, 15. And it's going to be a new 1st down and 10 for the Blanchard Lions. Nice catch and run by Brayson Carter.
Yep, 6 likes 1. That's the connection that's been happening all night. You can't give Carter open space or he'll make you pay. And the chains moved once again for the Lions.
54 for Blanchard. Ross Johnston's a big old boy, 6'5", 280 pounds. He's paving the way down there for the Lions. 1 man in motion. It's Carter. He's going to hand the football off for a short gain, not very much. Gave it to Vaughn McIntyre, the junior running back for the Lions.
Really good stop on the play by T.J. McNeely, filling the hole to make it 2nd and long for the Lions.
If they can hold Blanchard to a field goal here, it would benefit Classen tremendously. Shotgun formation. 1 man in motion. It's Carter. He's going to fake the handoff, keep it himself, and he's stopped. I think that's a 1-yard loss. Classen SAS Comet defensive line did not fall for the fake.
Back-to-back tackles.
Attack the quarterback accordingly.
Yep, McNeely, the man with the plan once again. He is a great defensive end. He's a young player, and he's been all over the field tonight for that Comet defense.
Is this a 4th down situation here?
3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. Okay, they've got to get the scoreboard right here. Ball is snapped. Fakes a handoff. Looking to throw. Throws the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Just put a little bit too much on the throw. No pass interference penalty from what I see right now.
No.
Now it's going to be 4th down and 10. Huge decision here by the Blanchard Lions.
It looks like the offense is going to stay on the field, but great coverage by Elijah Green on that last play to defend and avoid the touchdown being scored. So now 4th and 10 for Blanchard. Are they going to go for it? Cooksey's still on the field.
And it looks like they are. Ball is snapped. Cooksey drops back, looking to throw, has time, has to move up in the pocket, now runs right, and complete. Tried to find his receiver on the far side of the field, hit him in the fingertips, was unable to secure the catch, so that's a turnover on downs. Big-time defensive stand by the Classen SAS Comets.
No doubt about it. That's exactly what Classen needed to stay in this game. Still a 20-point game, 3-possession game. This is a drive that they really need to come up with some points.
You've got to execute the game plan efficiently, keep the drive alive. Find some consistency, find some rhythm. Ball is snapped, and there's a false start on Classen SAS. That's just drive killer.
Yeah.
It's hard to, efficiently move up the field when you continuously get penalties for false starts, and that's just kind of a thorn in the side of this offense right now.
It really has. Self-inflicting wounds are hurting Classen in a bad way, so it's 1st and 15 to go instead of 1st and 10.
Shotgun formation. 5 receivers split. He's got a lot of weapons. Mason Fletcher's in motion. Waiting on the snap here. Here it is. He's going to keep it, run it right up the middle, try and find some room to run. Didn't have much. Was brought down after about a 2, maybe a 3-yard gain there on that play by Elijah Green.
Yeah, they're giving him about 4 to 5 yards on the play. I'll tell you what, Elijah Green is fighting for his team. He wants to win this game so bad, and it shows every play.
All right, waiting on the play call. He's looking at his wristband with all the plays on it. Again, 5 receivers split. Here's the snap. Drops back, has to run left, moves up in the pocket, has room to run, gets to the 20, 25, 30, and falls down right after he gets the first down. That was a big-time play by Elijah Green to keep the drive alive and move the chains.
Big-time play by a big-time player. He's going to Tulsa for a reason. He's been doing it with his feet to keep his team alive in this game, and that is another huge run, and he avoids multiple tackles, gets the first down for his team.
3:20 left in the third quarter. Really need to put some more points on the board. Try and cut this deficit a little bit. Bunch formation to the right. 3 running backs in the backfield, almost like the shotgun version of the option, and he's going to keep it. Has solid gain. Nice 6-yard run. Is there a loose football?
Yeah, he fumbled
Looks
the
like it
football.
is.
Oh, my goodness. That is just so devastating once again. These fumbles are really hurting Classen bad.
Blanchard Lions are going to take over on offense. They forced the turnover, and we'll get another opportunity on offense. What a huge play by the Blanchard defensive front 7 to cause that fumble at a crucial time as Classen had
crucial
momentum and was moving up the field, and now Blanchard gets the ball back. Got
Offsides
a false
on
start.
Classen. Yep. That cadence by Cooksey is really getting that D-line of Classen.
It's a talent to have a tough cadence like that and draw defensive players off sides.
It's an art, yeah. You're right.
There is an art to it, no doubt. So again, under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. I want to thank our sponsors for this Thursday night high school football broadcast. SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated. Fakes the handoff, throws over the middle, complete, runs over the safety for an extra 5 yards. That's solid 20-yard pass and catch by the Blanchard Lion football team. That's a first down and 10.
Beautiful slant route ran by number 3 Pierce, and he made the defender pay. I mean, that was a truck stick after the catch.
They're inside the 20 now. They're in the red zone, and they get Classen to jump once again.
We
so
just
that's
talked
going to
about
be
it.
an encroachment penalty, another free 5 yards. Classen's going to make some substitutions here.
Cooksey is just a well-rounded quarterback. He can throw, he can run, and now we're seeing him really hurt Classen SAS.
Hey,
with
he's
his
an
hard
experienced
count.
player, too. I mean, this
He
is his senior year. He's played a lot of football for this program, for this football team. All right, 4 receivers split, 2 on each side. Running back lined up to the left of Cooksey. He gets the snap, hands it off. Who has room to run? 5. Touchdown, Blanchard. Found the runway, the path forward, saw the light at the end of the tunnel, took full advantage. Easy touchdown run for the Blanchard Lions to go up 32-6. Trying to make it 33 pending an extra point.
Yep, that was the right play by Blanchard. They were kind of Classen was expecting the pass, and it really showed because they all went for the quarterback Cooksey. He gives it to his man, Mikael Howell. That is his 3rd touchdown of the night for the Blanchard Lions.
Here's the kick. It is up, and it is good. So the score is 33-6. The Blanchard Lions with the lead over the Classen SAS Comets. We'll see what Classen does here offensively when they get this ball back. Again, big shout out to our title sponsors, SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated. SSM Health Hospitals are proud sponsors of Oklahoma City Public School broadcast. Sometimes after a hard-fought game, a player needs the services of a sports medicine specialist. And SSM Health Hospitals have a great team of providers that help players recover and get back out on the field as quickly as possible. All right, so Classen SAS Comet kick return team is out onto the field. Blanchard's kicking team is a little indifferent. You really don't know if they're going to kick a deep onside or a squib kick up the middle or just a regular deep kickoff. You just really don't know, but you got to be prepared for anything.
No doubt about that. I'll tell you what, Swick, this football game is way different if it's not for those 2 fumbles.
Yeah, and immediately caught at the 35. Trying to find some room to run. Gets tackled around the 33.
Got a little laundry on the field. And
Not
I have
sure
a
if
feeling it was a holding call.
Yeah, a holding or a block in the back here. We'll find out here momentarily. But it's really important that Classen SAS put some more points on the board, if anything, just to boost morale here.
No doubt about it. Got to keep fighting. You got to have that pride.
And that's the
deep
foundation
inside you.
that Coach Burdine is trying to build. No matter what the score is, he's taught these young athletes to continue to compete and give maximum effort. And they know that the video camera is always rolling.
It sure is.
You're always going to be on film, so it's just how are you going to react when adversity hits you in the face. And it certainly hit Classen SAS tonight. Turnovers have been an issue.
Yep.
Keeping drives alive. They've struggled on defense with misalignments and missed tackles and different things. So they're going to hand the football off to the running back for about a 4-yard gain before he's brought down. Minute 40
Ramirez
left in the
carry.
3rd quarter.
Ramirez actually has the only touchdown of the night for the Comets tonight, and he's a really tough running back, and he can actually catch the ball really well out of the backfield.
4 receivers split, 2 on each side. Elijah Green is making an adjustment. Shotgun position. Got the snap. Handed it off right up the middle, a draw, and
it's getting a little chippy out there.
Yeah, it is getting a little chippy, and there's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct flag.
A lot of pushing and shoving going on after the play. That happens in football.
Got to keep it inside, in between the whistles here.
No doubt. I get the frustration. I really do. I understand it. But you got to do your best to stay composed in the moment.
Maybe offsetting penalties. We'll see how they judge this.
Normally, they always get the second guy that reacts.
So we've got another flag here, and It was super late. I'm not sure if there was some bad language used or
Yeah, I think there was a
what
little
the
extra
issue
jawing
is
going on.
down on the field. Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct, and it's going to be on both teams, and offsetting. But there is that last unsportsmanlike penalty.
Yep, the talking after the play.
Really hurt Blanchard, but it helps out Classen SAS, and they need all the help they can get right now.
Yep.
Gives them solid field position. Lined up at the 47-yard line, their own 47, under a minute left in the third quarter. And being down 33-6, they need to score right now. Waiting on the snap. Blanchard's having trouble getting lined up. Elijah Green gets the ball, runs left, has a little bit of room to run, but then is quickly wrapped up. Great open field tackling by that linebacker for Blanchard. Didn't catch his number. You're the one with the binoculars, Dylan.
Yeah, that was number 8, Tyler Hughes, with the open field tackle, and he is a senior, so he's played a lot of football for Blanchard. That's a tough guy to tackle in space. Big-time play by Hughes.
So it's going to bring up second down and 10. I mean, he basically got right back to the line of scrimmage. This will probably be the last play here in the third quarter, or they may just let it run out, and that looks to be the case. That's well, they're going to stop the clock at 10. So
I don't know,
I'm not
Blanchard
sure what
took a timeout or what. Maybe they want to get back in that.
Not sure exactly what's going on and why they stopped that play from happening. We'll find out here momentarily. But again, our title sponsors, SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated. Stay tuned after the game for the Big O's Pork and Dreams Barbecue Player of the Game. It's got 2 locations, one in Edmond off South Santa Fe and one in Midwest City off Southeast 15th Street. Some of the best barbecue you'll ever have.
I agree.
Is here in Oklahoma City. Big O's Pork and Dreams Barbecue. Stop by there for lunch and dinner, and he'll make your barbecue dreams come true, and I guarantee it. All right, so that is the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout and come back for the fourth. 33-6, the Blanchard Lions have the lead over the Classen SAS Comets. This Thursday night high school football broadcast brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep OK, and Guiding Right Incorporated here on PPBC TV. We'll be right back. And we are back. It's time for the fourth quarter here tonight, Thursday night high school football game. The Blanchard Lions have the lead 33-6 over the Classen SAS Comets. And the Comets have the football, trying to cut the deficit as much as possible. They need a touchdown badly right here. Second down and 10. Got a late substitution here for Classen, and 5 receivers are split out wide, 3 to the wide side of the field, 2 to the short. Ball is snapped. Elijah Green throws incomplete. Tried to hit Underwood over on the sideline. Wasn't able to get him the football.
No, I think the ball was actually tipped by the defensive end for Blanchard, number 11, Cole Watkins.
It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Comets of Classen SAS. They get lined up. Here's same formation. Elijah Green in at quarterback, awaiting the snap. Gets it, drops back, throws deep, incomplete. Tried to find Aaron Underwood. No penalty on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down and 10 now for the Comets.
He tried to feed his man, but Underwood was in double coverage. That was a really tight window to try to fit that ball into. Couldn't do it. So now, like you said, it's 3rd and 10 for Classen SAS.
And it looks like they're going to go for it, and we've seen them convert before. They need 10 yards here to keep it alive. Here's the snap. Elijah Green has to run right. Thinks about throwing it, but he's just running for his life right now, trying to cut in and out. An unbelievable cut. Gets to the 50.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, he made 4 or 5 players miss.
Yeah,
on
deep
that
in the
play.
backfield.
But unfortunately for Classen SAS, they do not get the 10 yards required to keep the drive alive, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Blanchard offense is now back out onto the field and in really good field position right at midfield at the 48-yard line.
I just have so much respect for Elijah Green. He is fighting. He's putting everything on the line tonight. Even though the scoreboard doesn't show how good of a game he's had, he has played his heart out and performed at a really high level.
1st down and 10 for the Lions. And Cooksey, number 6, still in at quarterback. Waiting on the snap, hands the ball off. No, yeah, he executes that fake so well.
He does.
And it's so tough for us as the spectator to figure out who has the ball in their hands.
I love that in a young quarterback. I mean, executing the ball fake is kind of a lost art. You don't see it all that much, and for somebody that young to be able to do it so well shows how composed he is and how well coached he is.
Yeah, number 14, Vaughn McIntyre's coming out of the game. Mikhail Howell's in the game at the running back position. Bunch set to the right. Ball is snapped. Hands off to the running back who finds room to run. 40. Cuts to the left side. 35. Gets pushed out somewhere in between the 35 and the 30. I'm not sure where they spotted the ball. I think it's going to be the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Blanchard Lions.
Another solid run up the middle by number 20, Howell. He had a lot of room to work with the initial hole, and then he bounces it to the outside for a huge gain. Blanchard, another 1st and 10.
10 minutes left in this football game. Blanchard with the comfortable lead right now. And they're still attempting to put more points on the scoreboard. Here's the snap. Hands off to the running back. Solid 10-yard gain and more. About a 15-yard gain by the running back, number 20, Mikhail Howell.
Yeah, Mikhail Howell is a solid running back. He has showed us so much tonight. He's very elusive, not afraid to take a hit, can break tackles and move the chains.
He's pretty shifty, but also when it comes to tackling him, he's going to make it tough on you.
No doubt about it. He's found the end zone 3 times tonight, looking for his 4th.
Fresh new set of downs here for Blanchard. They're really close to the red zone right now. Cooksey hands the football off to the running back, explodes up the middle, and gets another 1st down. I think it's really close, maybe a 9-yard gain. Just from our vantage point, it looks like he got it. We'll see if they do indeed move the chains. And they're not moving yet.
It's going to be 2nd and inches. Really good blocking by that interior offensive line. The center and the guard are giving Howell great holes to run through.
And they've just been wearing down that defense for Classen SAS. Cooksey Overlooking the defense, hands the football off again to the running back, but this time there was nowhere to go but down.
I don't know if he even got the first down on that run. I mean, he was hit real quick.
Yeah, it might be a 3rd and short situation. I believe that's the case.
Yep, 3rd and inches to go for Blanchard. Play action would be a big-time play right now. They're probably going to expect the ball to be run up the middle by Hal. Cooksy's really good at showing run and then hitting you with the pass.
Under 8 minutes to play in this football game. One man in motion, ball is snapped. They're going to hand off to 14, who explodes and gets into the end zone. That's a touchdown by the Blanchard Lions and puts them up to the 39 mark. They could hit the 40-point mark pending an extra point.
That is number 14, Vaughn McIntyre. That's his 2nd touchdown run of the night for the Blanchard Lions. They are up big now, 39-6, pending the extra point.
Solid offensive performance here tonight by the Blanchard Lions. They're undefeated in Class 4A so far this year, and you see why.
You sure do.
So I guess I didn't see the call. Was that
the kick was good?
Okay, the extra point was good, so that brings the score 40-6 with 7:36 left in this 4th quarter. It's Thursday night football, brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated. Big shout out to State Farm agent Chuck Davis. Let State Farm agent Chuck Davis take care of all your insurance needs. Give him a call today at 405-378-8008. That's 378-8008, and we appreciate State Farm agent Chuck Davis for being one of our sponsors for the Thursday night high school football broadcast. So Classen SAS kick return team is out onto the field, waiting Blanchard's kick team to get out there and kick the football to the Comets. Turnovers have been an issue. Sustaining drives, moving the chains have been an issue. They've had more than a few, turnovers on downs. But credit the Blanchard Lion defense. They're a formidable foe.
They definitely are.
There's a squib kick up the middle. We'll see who gets it. I think that's Lonnie Rogers. He's going to run to the left side.
He's got room.
40, 50, 45, and runs out of bounds. So he's in Blanchard territory. Solid return by the Comets.
Yeah, I mean, he came up and fielded the ball. He was the deep man back, fields the ball, and takes off. What a great return by number 10, Lonnie Rogers. He's a bright spot for this Classen SAS Comets football team.
And right now they're playing for pride.
They definitely are. Elijah Green's still in at quarterback. That man's going to need an ice bath after tonight. He is not came out of the game at all. He's been getting hit. He's been delivering hits on defense. Just a really tough football player.
Shotgun formation, bunch set to the right, 3 running backs to the right of Green. He hands off to the running back for a solid 5-yard gain before he's tackled right at the 37-yard line.
Good run by Ramirez right up the middle, and he had some great blocking by his O-line right there to come up with about 6 yards. It's 2nd and 4 to go.
Gets the snap again. Now they run to a different running back who bursts upfield, and he gets positive yardage, but he didn't get the 5 necessary to move the chains. I think he got 2, maybe 3 on that carry.
2 yards on the run for Aaron Underwood. You can see the frustration through his body language. He's going to come off the football field.
Yeah, it's been a long night at the office for Classen SAS Comets, but boy, they still compete really, really hard. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand off to the 3rd running back, Lonnie Rogers, who bursts upfield. He's short of the first down marker. The Blanchard defense is not relenting.
They definitely are not. They flock and fly to the football. They tackle really well. That last tackle was made by number 34. Asher McCaffrey.
Waiting to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're in a 4th down situation, 4th and 4. You need 4 yards to stay alive and keep the ball on offense. Here's the snap. Elijah Green runs, has room to run. He has the first down. And that's what you got to do to keep the chains moving. He was successful. He needed 4. He got about 6 or 7.
Yep.
So they're still in the running to put some more points on the board.
Really nice quarterback power play to the right side. There was great blocking. Elijah Green doing what he does best, running the football, and he comes up with the first down to keep his offense on the field.
5.5 to play here in the 4th quarter. Blanchard have a solid lead, 40-6. But Classen's trying to get into double-digit scoring category here right now. And Elijah Green runs right, throws deep over the middle or over on the sideline, and that's a touchdown catch. No? There's a flag on the play.
There was a flag on the play, but I see some touchdown dance celebrations in the end zone. I think the play
They're going to mark him down short.
Oh, wow.
Just short of the touchdown. So they're going to be about 3 feet away, maybe less than a yard.
That was Carlos Hardiman, number 1, on the huge catch. Now
Beautiful catch, and now they're on the cusp of scoring. They get the football pounded up the middle. I think that's a Classen SAS touchdown. It is. The Comets score. There's no quit in this Comet football team. They get up to the 12-point mark, and they may go for 2 to make it 14, or they may kick the extra point to get it at 13. We'll see what they do here.
Now we got the light show going on here at Miller Field. What a just tough, gritty run right up the middle by Elijah Green. This kid does not stop.
They're going to go for the 2-point conversion to get to the 14-point mark. See if they can get it done here.
Some laundry on the field. Not sure what the flag's on.
They didn't even get lined up. How can you?
It's coming back, so it's on Classen SAS.
I'm not sure what the call is. Why that wasn't,
possibly
thrown there.
Illegal formation.
Possibly.
I didn't
Maybe
see a
too many men on the field. All right, 2-point conversion right here. The 10-yard line. They need 10 yards to get 2 points. Ball is snapped. Green throws. Corner of the end zone. Dropped. Hit the receiver right there close to the pylon. If he catches it, he's probably in.
Yeah, he was definitely in. He just couldn't come up with the catch. He got one hand on it. Couldn't come up with it. And here we are, 40-12. Blanchard's up. Beautiful drive, though, by Classen. I mean, I just love that they are not giving up. They're not folding. They're still out there playing hard.
Yeah, you got to give a lot of credit to them for that. I mean, the score is what it is. It's out of hand, 40-12 lead by the Blanchard Lions. But, Classen has continued to fight, and that's all you can do is just take it one play at a time. Control what you can control, and that is a boost of confidence there. They were able to score some points and, cut the deficit a little bit. We'll see what happens here. Do they go for the onside here, Dylan? What do you do?
Why not? I mean, why not? What do you got to lose? Literally nothing. You might as well go for the onside or a pooch and give your kickoff team a chance to come up with the ball.
All right. Classen SAS kicking team. Here's an opportunity. We'll see how they react. And that's kind of a deep onside right there. Recovered by the Blanchard running back. He got smoked.
He sure did.
At the 36-yard line.
What
Blanchard's going to take control here on offense.
That was Mason Fletcher that delivered the hit stick on that kickoff.
Really good tackle there by the Classen SAS kicking team.
And that's what I'm talking about. They're not quitting. A lot of people could have just thrown in the towel and gave up and not played hard and just put their head down. But Classen is still playing really hard football.
Just under 5 minutes left in this football game here tonight. Number 5 is down there dancing for some reason. I didn't really understand that. Shotgun formation. Blanchard's quarterback gets the snap, hands off to the running back right up the middle, and he's going to be tackled for a 1-yard loss. He's going to get credit for forward progress. So it's going to be about 2nd down and 11, and it looks like Blanchard's in time milking mode right now. They just want to milk the clock as quickly as possible. Now it's under 4 minutes left in the football game, and they're letting the play clock bleed all the way down before they hike the football and execute the play. It's going to be about 2nd down and 11 here. For Blanchard, they get the snap, hand off to the running back, has room to run 40, 45, 50. 45 going to be tackled right around the 43-yard line. They're in Classen SAS territory now. Solid run by that running back, but well blocked by the offensive line.
No doubt, and that's a new running back for the Lions. That's number 32, Brody Sherman, on that carry right up the middle. A nice little halfback delay play up the middle to move the chains for Blanchard.
And I think Blanchard's getting some of their younger players in the game, and you know, game experience goes a long ways here.
It sure does. Playoffs are right around the corner, and Blanchard has big goals.
Under 3 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Thursday night high school football game from Moses F. Miller Stadium. Hands off to the running back, who gets stifled in the backfield, and Classen's defensive line really penetrated well and got the tackle for a loss there on that play.
They definitely did. That tackle was led by the senior, number 73, Blade McIntosh.
Stay tuned for our Big O's Pork and Dreams Barbecue Player of the Game. Dylan will announce that immediately following the end of this game, and I appreciate everybody tuning in to PPBC TV, streaming it live for free. Waiting on the snap here. Bad snap, picks it up, has to run left. It's going to be sacked. So that's just the inexperience from some of those younger players, and they'll learn on the fly, you know.
No doubt about it. I mean, but these reps still mean something. Even though that was a busted play, it still means something for these young guys to get on the field in a varsity football game.
You've got to take advantage of the moment whenever you get it. And like I said, I think, you know, having that experience to get in the game and know what it feels like kind of, you know, helps you understand what it's like to play in this game going forward. So ball is snapped. They're going to hand off to the running back. Maybe 1-yard loss. It's close to getting back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th down and long. And there's 1 minute and 10 seconds left in this football game. I want to thank our sponsors for each and every broadcast here on PPBC TV, SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated. I want to shout out our other sponsors as well, First Security Bank, Pollard Funeral Home, Geronimo's Bakery, Love's Student of the Month, Big O's Pork and Dreams Barbecue, State Farm agent Chuck Davis, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. 40 seconds left until this game. Be thinking on who your player of the game is, Dylan.
Oh,
We're going to be announcing that
I got him already
shortly.
picked.
Here's the snap. Running back draw right up the middle, and he's going to be stopped well before the first down marker. And the clock's going to stop there with 24 seconds to go. Classen's offense going to come out on the field for one more drive. Just not a lot of room to maneuver here.
Yeah, not a lot of room, not a lot of time, but nonetheless, this is an opportunity for them to try to run their 2-minute offense and come up with some more points on the board before that clock hits 0-0-0.
It's going to be tough with this Blanchard Lion defense. They've been, you know, pretty good tonight, especially when it comes to the turnover margin. And They had that one play where Classen SAS almost scored with Elijah Green.
Stripped the ball
and
at the
they
last
got him
moment.
to cough up the football there and
Yep.
took over on down. So it's been a kind of a long night at the office for Classen SAS, but they've got a lot of things that they need to work on, but they've got the film to overlook it. And I expect them to get better going forward and learn from their mistakes that we've seen tonight. Shotgun formation, ball is snapped. Number 9 is in the game. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to get sacked in the backfield, and I think that's going to be the ending of the game here tonight. The Blanchard Lions have won
well, who knows,
40
Slick?
to
They might
12.
try to
Are
run
they going to get
another
one
play.
more? Are they going to get one more play here? It's going to be really close. There's the snap. They've got one more play, and this is one more opportunity. Number 9's going to run, cut off a blocker, gets to the out of bounds, close to it before he's tackled, and that's going to be the ending of the game tonight. From Moses F. Miller Stadium, the Blanchard Lions are victorious. They've beaten Classen SAS 40 to 12. Dylan, who is our Big O's Pork and Dreams Barbecue player of the game?
It's the running back, number 20 for the Blanchard Lions, Mikhail Howe. He sliced the defense all night, broke tackles left and right, and found the end zone 3 times. He is our Big O's player of the game.
Big O's Pork and Dreams Barbecue has 2 locations, one in Edmond off South Santa Fe and one in Midwest City off Southeast 15th. Stop by Big O's Pork and Dreams Barbecue for lunch or dinner, and Big O's going to make your barbecue dreams come true. And we thank everybody for tuning in to this Thursday night broadcast here on PPBC TV. One more time on the shout out for the sponsors, SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, Guiding Right Incorporated, and also sponsoring our Thursday night broadcast, First Security Bank, Pollard Funeral Home, Geronimo's Bakery, Love Student of the Month, Big O's Pork and Dreams Barbecue, and State Farm agent Chuck Davis, as well as Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time here on PPBC TV.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Hey, this right here is a fat butt. Everybody been hearing about it on the radio. You can come to my Midwest City location, 6003 Southeast 15, or you can go to my Edmond, 285 South Santa Fe. Come get you one of these taters.
This is our Love's Travel Stop Student of the Month, Kiana Tubbs, from Cristo Rey, OKC Catholic High School. Thanks for joining us, Kiana.
Thank you guys for having me.
So I heard that you currently have a 4.2857 GPA.
Yes.
That is really impressive. Can you tell us a little bit about what motivates you in school?
So what motivates me in school is just kind of wanting to go to the higher level, so wanting to go to college, but also having a support system in my family and friends and just wanting to make them proud. So student government, I'm involved as the student body president, so I had to run and be elected for student body president.
I also heard that you have plans to attend Howard University and pursue a career as a criminal defense attorney. What led to that career choice, and was that always something you wanted to do?
So I've always been into like politics and law, but I didn't exactly know what I wanted to do in that area. And so I combined my passion of helping people, and so that's kind of how I came up with criminal defense attorney. It's helping people when they're in a position where they can't help themselves.